morning, everyone. BGIS, the Department of Communities and Justice and Dedicated Indigenous Communities Employment, would like to thank you all for joining us today to be brave, make change, and to remember, learn from, and celebrate the true spirit of reconciliation during National Reconciliation Week. I'd like to now call upon Uncle Lex Dad.
Warami, everyone. Can everyone say Warami? Very good. You just said hello in the local Darug language. Now, today is, start of National Reconciliation Week. Now, a lot of people look up at me and they go, he doesn't look like a black fella. And I go, shh, don't tell anyone, I'm undercover, all right? I'm a product of colonisation, that's what I say. And this is where it all started for my family and stuff in Parramatta. My people come from Prospect area. I've got Darug ancestry, Irish and English. Now I'm here to give you a welcome, and I'm going to explain a welcome because a lot of people see them and they don't know why we have them. Now, and just in that perception, people look at me and they go, you're not Aboriginal. And some people are really rude, they go, you don't look Aboriginal. I go, and you don't look stupid either. It's the same thing. I paint my nails on my ukulele hand. I'm not gay, I'm not transgender. I play a lot of ukulele with the kids and do stuff in preschools, but I do it in that perception to change people's mindsets and, you know, to give them a little bit of a shock and change their way of thinking. But first off, I pay respects to our elders, both past and present. I pay respects to our future elders, the young ones who we are responsible for to lead by example. I pay respects to Pamawiyanga, Mother Earth, and big respects to Mother Earth because she gives us literally everything that we use on a daily basis. And I believe we're not looking after her as she has looked after us for many thousands of years. I pay respects to Biami, the Sky Father, and especially all of you here today. And I thank you for, let me make sure I get it right there, Craig, BGIS, and the Department of Community and Justice, and DICE Contracting. I pay respects to all those fellas too.
On behalf of DICE Contracting, it's great to see some faces here, and thank you, Uncle, for the very warm welcome. And I'd like to also pay my respects to you and your people, the true custodians of the land, the beautiful land that we are standing on. I'm a proud Western Arrernte man. My family's from Alice Springs, born and bred in Darwin though, grew up in Adelaide, and I would like to share a few more stories with you. However, I'd like to throw straight to these guys who are a special treat, and it's going to be very difficult for me to get back up here after this. I plan on going first, but I'm sure this will be amazing.
Good morning, everybody. We are Janawi Dance Clan. Janawi means with me, with you in the Darug language. This is my Wawa, my little brother. He's from Northeast Arnhem Land, from the Ridijingal clan. His name is Jeremy Marika, and we're very lucky to have him here to play the Yiraki for us today. And then today I have with me Katie, Kawana and Hannah. And after Wawa plays the Yiraki, we're going to dance a set of our traditional dances. Hope you enjoy.
Welcome, friends, to Darug country, and as I said before, Yanana Budjeri Gumara. May we all walk with good spirit. Budjeri Gumara, and thank you. Mike. Wadami again, ladies and gentlemen. You're probably wondering why I've got a fire. Who's here been through a smoking ceremony? Yep. Smoking ceremonies are done for births, deaths, marriages, but also when you come into someone else's country. We also use them if we're not feeling well. So what is the cleansing ceremony practiced by all our mobs right across Australia? We use different leaves in different areas of Australia, but here I've used the yellow bloodwood. Now it's our connection between Mother Earth, Father Sky, and we believe our old people are around us all the time. They just showed up by travelling through the trees in the wind. Now I'm going to invite people to come up and go through the smoke if you want to, okay? And like I said, it's a cleansing. If you've got troubles and worries in your life, you can go through the smoke and you ask the old people, Hemawiyanga, Abayami, the Sky Father, for protection and guidance. And this is a pathway through practicing these ceremonies still in our country and here in Parramatta, that it's true reconciliation, that we're all walking together. I'll sing a song in Darug language about the dreaming, about peace, about love, and about standing strong. Don't think you're doing anything wrong. You can just walk through, or you can just have a bath, but think of those good intentions. I'd like phones to be off, please, because it is an important ceremony. And I invite anyone that wants to come up through the smoke while I'm singing to please come and join me. Along, along, going along, along, going along, along. Yanamane anod hawa. Going along, along, going along, along, going along, along. Moro bagili, moro mo longa. Nalawa, nalawa, nalawa. Yanamane anod hawa. Nalawa, nalawa, nalawa. Moro bagili, muru lunga. Nobody, nobody, nobody. Yanamane anod hawa. Nobody, nobody, nobody. Moro bagili, muru lunga. Mare marong, mare marong, mare marong. Yanamane anod hawa. Mare marong, mare marong, mare marong. Moro bagili, muru lunga. Ganyalong along, ganyalong along, ganyalong along. Yanamane anod hawa. Ganyalong along, ganyalong along, ganyalong along. Moro bagili, muru lunga. Nalawa, nalawa, nalawa. Yanamane anod hawa. Nalawa, nalawa, nalawa. Moro bagili, muru lunga. Nobody, nobody, nobody. Yanamane anod hawa. Nobody, nobody, nobody. Moro bagili, muru lunga. Mare marong, mare marong, mare marong. Normal country, and brothers were out on the beach playing the yidiki, didgeridoo, and they were playing the rhythm, didgeridoo, 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 and like most white fellas, they didn't think we had names or anything like that for our instruments or our mountains or our streams, etc. So they decided to name it. That's actually a white fella's word, didgeridoo, from my understanding. Yidiki, yidaki, or gurup gamba, many different things. This is actually the first mobile phone ever. True story. Calls up a bird that runs really fast and doesn't fly. Anyone got any ideas? Emu. You want to know how it works? He goes like this. Hey emus, come over here and talk to me. You reckon it works like that? No, it doesn't. The old people were really clever. This is the sound an emu makes. If I played out in the bush where there's emus, I go, oh, there's my cousin over there, I better go and say hello. Bring the emus to us. I'll pass these around for you guys to have a look at. Clapsticks, you already seen them. We make music. Okay? Digging stick, predominantly a woman's tool. Sharp pointed end, okay, to break the soil. Like a chisel end at the other end to bring the soil away. Also really good for keeping husbands in control. Alright? This one hasn't got any blood on it. I haven't let my wife touch it. Another instrument, another tool that the women use is a coolman. Okay, there's many different names. Here's one here. You can see I've got a little bit of ochre on there. And today, if you want a little bit of ochre on yourself, come up and get some ochre before you go. We paint ourselves up in ochre and do this sort of thing with our designs, our totems, etc. But it's about honouring Mother, the pure form of Mother, and we're putting Mother on ourselves and really paying respects to her for what she gives us. But the ladies can gather food in here. There's different ones with different ends to carry water. And if I have a bigger one, I can lay this possum skin in there and a baby can sleep in it. And while the women are weaving, it actually rocks with their feet. Okay? Possum skins used for something in our culture. You get one of these when you were born, and you get further on through your life sewing them together as a possum skin cloak, and you can actually then put your family story or your own personal story on the other side of the skin. We're not allowed to kill possums anymore, and I'm not allowed to anyway because it's one of my totems. Okay, I'm not allowed to eat this animal, I'm not allowed to kill this animal. We actually get these from New Zealand, okay? I was over in New Zealand a couple of years ago and there was a possum in my mother-in-law's shed. She said, Lex, can you go and kill that possum? I said, no. She goes, why not? I said, it's one of my totems. She goes, but you're not in Australia. I said, it's still got the same song, the same story, the same dance. I can't kill that animal. Right, what else have we got? Now, I've got a return boomerang, and you know what a return boomerang is. Predominantly used for birds. Okay, one of the uses our people use for was throwing it over the top of ducks. Say if there's a lake, and the ducks think it's a hawk or an eagle, and they'll go under the water. Okay, we're the only people to invent a weapon in the whole of the world that if it misses its mark, it comes back. What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back? Stick. Yeah, you all know that one. So as we throw them over the top of the ducks and they hide under the water, we've got a couple of young fellas or other hunters, they'd go and hide in the reeds. The ducks pop back up, we throw it again. I haven't even ran anywhere. You do that half a dozen times, those ducks run out of air really quickly and are easy to grab. This one. You know what this one is? It's a killer boomerang. Okay? This one predominantly used for kangaroos and emus' legs. Throws off about this high of the ground and it's to break their legs. Okay? But we don't like to see any of our brothers and sisters go through unnecessary pain. So this one's used for knocking them on the head. But we even have special songs in my culture that sing them home to the sky country. Because we believe we come from the sky country and we return to the sky country when we pass away. So when you see a shooting star here in Sydney, we believe that that's a spirit baby being released from sky country and sits in a big old tree for a short period of time and a woman will conceive. These are really good though when you're getting a bit older like I am and I can't run after the teenagers. This really shakes them up. Shakedown. Gets them into control. But like a lot of our tools, they are multi-purpose. So as you can see, I'm vertically challenged, which means I'm short. And I can use this in the bush to pull down trees. I could get my shield here and put grooves in the back of it. And I could rub that in with that shield and use it as a fire drill. Okay? I can stir my fire with it. I can use it for musical instruments. Many different things. Remember, we were carrying things around with us. We didn't want a heap of stuff, okay? Kangaroo skin, pretty self-explanatory, to keep us warm, to sleep on, etc. Umrah, it's a spear thrower. I don't carry spears. Thank you for listening, guys.
Thank you so much, Uncle. Very, very easy to listen to you for another 4 hours. I'll have no issues with that. Thank you for sharing your stories. And I think that's what Reconciliation Week is about. It is sharing the stories, sharing our histories, our knowledge, and also about sharing our achievements. And I'd like to take my hat off to BGIS. I was late to Supply Connect on Thursday, so I didn't get to see the speech, but can we have a bit of a round of applause for BGIS and their award they won at Supply Connect. It shows that BGIS, they do understand, and they understand the importance of a week like this. And look, to your point, Uncle, you shouldn't be made to feel different or anything like that. And a week like this is about recognising and remembering that sort of thing, and helping each other to move forward together. Be brave, make a change. That is the theme of the week. And it isn't easy to be brave, and it isn't easy to make a change and do really hard things. And by the way, if everyone's going to be around, I can share a few more stories later. But I think there's a lot of little things that we can do together. At DOS Contracting, we celebrate reconciliation through the work that we do, the work that we deliver. We train people and we get people into the economy as we can. That's how we do it, but that's not what everyone has to do. I think there is little things that we can all do together, and it's those little steps that will make the big change. And it will include some bravery. And something that you did say reminded me of a story, the first time that I got made to feel different. So I was born in Darwin, but I grew up in Adelaide. And that's where I learned to speak. I was there for 10 years. It wasn't until I was about 6 years old, first time that I got called an ABBA. And I didn't know what that was. So I went home and I talked to my parents, spoke to my dad, and said, this is what happened, this is what I got called. And that was the first time I ever learned about my history and my Indigenous background. And he said, you've got to be proud of what you are. And that's when he taught me about Alice Springs and being Western Arundel and being proud. And I'm not just Indigenous, I'm also Chinese. I have all the Aussie convict stuff that goes in there as well, on my father's side and on my mother's side, Portuguese and Timorese.